Okay, here we go. So number one, we're gonna FOIL. All right. Uh, so first, outside, inside, and last. So radical 6x times 4. Radical 2x is 4 radical 12x squared. Okay. And then 6x times 5 is plus 5 radical 6x. And then minus the inside is minus 24 radical 2x. And negative 6 times 5 is negative 30. All right. You can't really combine anything, but you need to simplify. Someone asked a question, I think Jade asked a question, like when do you stop? You stop when you can't simplify anymore. So you can't simplify this. You cannot simplify this. You cannot simplify the 30, but you can simplify 4 radical 12x squared, which is, if you go radical 12, that's 4 and 3, right? So that's 2. And then we can, if we radical the x squared, that's just equal to x. So it'll be 2x radical 3. Okay. And then what we have to do is multiply this by this 4 right here. So the final portion is 6. Sorry, that's 6. 8. 8x radical 3 minus 5 radical 6x minus 24 radical 2x minus 30. And that's all we can do. We can't do anything after that. Okay. Thank you. It's a plus 5x, yes. Any questions on that? Are we good? Actually, yeah, no questions. All right. Any corrections? I think we're good. All right. Let's go to letter B. Letter B is 2 times, so it'll be radical 8x minus 2 radical 2 plus 2 radical 4x minus 4. 2 radical, I'm just double checking, radical 8x, 2 radical 2, inside is 2 radical 4x, and 2 minus 4. Okay, so we can simplify this to radical 8 is radical 4 times 2, radical 2, so it'll be 2 radical 2x, right, because of this x, minus 2 radical 2. We can take out the 4, so that'll be plus 4 radical x minus 4. There's a big delay here. All right. So with that, we can't combine like terms or anything. There's nothing to combine with. These are none of them are like. Even the x and the 2x and the x, you can't do anything with. So this is your final answer. Okay. Cool. That was probably the more difficult part, but I think everything else is pretty straightforward. This is simplify the following problems: be x4 and then times x to the 6/2 power, right? Which is what? X4 times x to the 3rd power, which is x to the 7th power. Okay. Letter B, 6x squared y, radical 25, radical x to the 12th, radical y to the 4th. Let's simplify this. This is 5x 6y squared. And then you're going to multiply this by 6x squared y. You combine everything, this should be 30x 8 y to the 3rd power. All right. Any questions on that? All right, here we go. Solve the following radical problems. You pretty much just have to simplify. I think the better word to simplify, because there's no equal sign. So it'll be negative and then what? Radical 4x squared minus 7x radical 3x. You can't do anything with that. Okay. This one is negative 4x radical 72. I think 36 goes into that, right? Times 2. So times 6 times radical 2x minus, you can take out an x here, be radical 2x here. When you combine it, it'll be negative 24x radical 2x minus x radical 2x. Since they have the same radical, and since these, so the final answer is negative 25x radical 2x. Okay. Any questions on that? We good? All right, number 4 is put it into a fraction. Be t to the 4 over 3 power divided by t to the 1/2 power. When you divide, you just have to subtract the fraction, so it'll be 4 over 3 minus 1/2. This equals, so 4 over 3 divided by, or 4 over 3 minus 1/2. The 6 is the common denominator. That's 8. This is 3, so it's 5 over 6. Okay, so it is t to the 5 over 6 power, or you can write it like 6 and then the 5th root of t. Okay. Letter B, whenever you see something like that, you have to, it's another form of rationalizing. When you have a binomial in the denominator, you have to multiply by its conjugate, because you, again, the goal is to get rid of the radical. So the conjugate is just a plus sign radical 6. So distribute, it'll be 60 minus 6 radical 6. And then this will be over 100 minus 10 radical 6 plus 10 radical 6 minus radical 36. This will be 60 minus 6 radical 6 all over. These cancel out. It'll be 100 minus, this is 6. So it'll be 94. You guys see how I got that? Remember, this is 6. So 100 minus 6 is 94. And then because, so you can factor out a 3. Can you factor out a 2 here? Is this divisible by 3? 99, 97, 94. Yeah, so I think they're all divisible by 3. Or divisible by 6? No, just 3, right? So it'll be 3 and then 20 minus 2 radical 6 all over 3 times, what's this equal to? 33.
No, you can't do that. It's the 94.
What? Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so now, okay, so then you get, so you just have to leave like this. Oh, so just 2, huh? My bad. So this is what? So this is 2. Wait, what's half of 94? 97? Sorry, 47? 47. So it'll be 30 minus 3 radical 6 over 47. Thank you. All right. Cool. So funky problems here. Okay. Rationalize the denominator. So you just have to multiply the top and bottom by radical 10m. This is equal to 5m cubed radical 10m all over, you multiply, you just cancel the square root, so it'll just be 10m. And because you're not adding or subtracting anything, you can start canceling things out. So it'll be 1 over 2. This is m squared. That's it. So it will be m squared radical 10m all over 2. Okay. Here, remember, it's a cube root. So to rationalize, you have to multiply by its square. So it would be the cube root of 25. Because again, we're trying to get rid of the radical. So this is going to be 3 cube root radical 25 all over the cube root of 125. And we get rid of the cube root because it's a perfect cube, so it'll be 3 cube root 25 all over 5. And that's all you could do. Cool. All right. Next page. Is it? Yeah. Yes. Because remember, remember it's a cube root. So you're trying to find the nearest perfect cube, right? Like here, if I just did 5 right here, right? It would be the cube root of 25, but you can't do anything with that. But if I multiply it by 5, which is the square of this, right? 5 times 25 would get us to 125, which makes it equal to 5. So again, the goal is to get rid of the radical, all right? Cool. All right. Last problem. Last few. All right. Rationalize in this case, because the top and bottom both have a radical, the same radical, you just divide out. So this will be radical, is it 2x to the 6th? Oh, we don't have that problem? I changed it up. So I got rid of a few problems, so I changed it. Okay, so this is what, x squared, you have the x squared and the 1/5. And then 5th root of x cubed, right? All right. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So let's try this one. So this kind of belongs to this. So it'll be x to the 2/5 problem power times x to the 3/5. Looks complicated, right? But it's really not that bad. And then you have to add them. So it'll be x to the 2/5 plus 3/5, which is x to the 5/5, which is equal to x to the first power. Cool. All right. Letter B. Letter B again, start inside. So this is the cube root of d to the 5/6 power. Right? And then what do you do after that? D to the 5/6, and then to the 1/3 power too, because that's a cube root. Multiply this out. This will be d 5/18. You can also write the 18th roots of d to the 5th power. Okay. I think we're good, right? Let me try these. Okay, and then after that's the word problem. Let's look at number 6 real quick here. Because that will be on your test. So with this one, letter A, this is radical 2x6. I know this is not on your paper, but this will be on your test. So again, you just divide them out because they both have a radical. The top and bottom have a radical, and then simplify it from there. So this is x cubed radical 2. Thank you. All right. For this one here, letter B, again, this is all from Delta Math, so try to look over that or make sure you guys plus x cubed. 112 is what's half of 112? 56, right? 4, this 4 go into that, 4 goes in this, and then 4 radical was 4 times 4 divided by 112 is 230, 228, and then 28 and 7. So this is 4 and 7. I should have just done that. So it's 2. So this is, sorry, let me do this all over again. Let me simplify 112. 112 is 4 and 28, 4 and 7. So we have two fours, even though it's not a prime number, since you could double them up, it would be 4 radical 7. Right here, right? So this is 4 radical 7, the x cubed. When you rewrite it, it would be negative 4x squared. This is 3 times 3. This is x radical 7 plus, and then this is 4x cubed radical 7. And when you do that, this is going to be negative 12x cubed radical 7 plus 4x cubed radical 7, which is negative 8x cubed radical 7. And that is your answer. Okay. Again, that was just one of those extra problems that's probably going to be on your test. I replaced that with number 7. Okay. Here is the problem. All right.